talk to. We must pray. We must pray for everybody who got affected by the coronavirus. This is a different kind of way of doing news, and I'm going to show you why. Because the coronavirus is something evil. And I'm not saying that these people who are inside are evil, but it's just another way of doing it. Just have a look and enjoy the story. So, this is the Blackland News, that's what I call it. And it's about people in top positions in life who's been, like, above everything, and no matter what happens, they always come through good. And this is what I'm trying to talk about. But the coronavirus has had a huge impact on the world. It's been the storm that hasn't faded away and that has shut down the whole global market, has affected over 140 countries, and it has been schools been locked down, everything has been locked down. The economy has gone haywire. It feels like, we've been invaded by aliens almost, who's been like spreading this, because you don't know where it shows up, and it has showed up in over 140 countries. This is a lot, So there must be more to this story. It feels like, the world has been invaded by something that, we cannot explain, that we humans haven't seen before. And this coronavirus has, gone all these days on the news, all week, and you can see what is happening from Asia to Europe to Africa to Iran. Everywhere there's corona, or COVID-19, the upgraded version of the old coronavirus. And as you see, it's been spread. It's been spread all over the world. It's been spread all over the world, and many world leaders are, trying to combat this virus. And this virus is just going berserk all over the world. And the news, they don't talk about nothing else. Guterres came out, the head of the WHO, came out and told us about the Huawei, I don't know, Wuhan province in China, I'm sorry. And he told us about the coronavirus, and that it was a city in China that was affected by this corona. And the world didn't know that, but they came out and told us, and after that it's been on the news every day. So after this, we knew that we didn't know so much about the corona, but the more time went, we heard from China's president, and we could see in the news what was happening in China, and in cities that was back then one month ago or something like that, locked down. And we heard all kinds of stories on the internet on what was happening in China and stuff like that, but you could only see small clips from the internet, from different pages and stuff like that. So you couldn't understand what was going on, but you knew that something was happening in China, and by that you had to make sure that you knew what was happening. And then we got presented to Corona in Europe, and it came. I think the first time I started really listening to the news was when when it came to USA, because USA, they have all kinds of big news channels, and so when they talk about something, you just listen directly. And it came to USA, it came to Germany, it came to Sweden, it came to Norway, Denmark, Finland. And when it came to USA, first they said that it was okay and stuff like that, and it was no problem. But then people started to die, and people started to get affected badly by this corona. So President Trump had to, do a major shutdown on everything. He blocked the Europeans from coming to USA, and start screening people all over the world. And After this, it was like a domino effect. It just hit every nation. It just hit like even leaders. Justin Trudeau from Canada, his wife got infected. You had somebody in the British House of Parliament, I think, some lady who got infected. You got people from Iran who got infected in the Iranian parliament. You got people from all over the world who got affected. And the more you heard about Corona, the more you start to understand that this was something serious. This is something that we haven't seen before in this world. And when Trump started to shut down the USA from immigrants coming in, it started hitting the economy. And when because first he didn't say that the UK could come in. No, he said that the UK was not banned. That the UK was the only country that could come into the United States. But he had to change that after a couple of days. We heard all the way from UK to Japan to China to Iran to wherever in this world, we heard about Corona. Wherever you are, you heard about Corona, the coronavirus, and how hard it's hitting people, and then it hits the economy, the stock markets, stuff like that. We haven't seen something like this in this world for I don't know when. The United States was hit very, very hard, and you could hear the Prime Minister from Japan, Shinzo Abe, was talking about to combat this. France President Macron was talking about to fight this virus to any cost. Angela Merkel was talking about it. Ursula von, I don't know what her name is in the European Union, was also talking about it. And it was like Trump was leading the play, you can say, about this Corona issue. And the more you looked on it, the more you started to understand that this is something serious, because it has been going on in China for many, many months. Rumors said that, there was somebody who was eating bats, or I don't know what, or they got infected some way, somehow, in some city where they sold meat and stuff like that. We don't know. But when it hits the economy, it's the money makers. The money makers come into the scene when it comes to the Corona, and then we start seeing on the stock markets like trillions of dollars like disappearing. It was just disappearing. Stock markets tumbled, and people was putting out money. The Federal Reserve tried to inject more money. I think $1 trillion or something like that one day, and 500 billion the other day. But it seems like it went up a bit and then it went down again. And from what I understood, you didn't hear nothing in Russia. You heard about Brazil. When Brazil's president came to Mar-a-Lago to see Trump, you understood that there was somebody in the team of Jair Bolsonaro, press secretary, who had been infected by the Corona, and he met with Trump. So people thought that Trump was too infected, but the tests came back negative. And then people start going haywire. They start buying everything, stocking up food and toilet paper and everything they could get their hands on, because people were scared. Nobody had seen something like this. And the stock market just kept on going haywire all over the world, in Germany, in Sweden, in European Union, banks. The Federal Reserve came out and changed the I don't know what you call it. They changed something. I forgot what. But still, we kept on looking and kept on seeing that there's something that's happening that has not been happening. And on the other side, you have like the last 6 months, many like big CEOs around the world has been, quitting. We don't understand why. We don't understand what is happening. From Bill Gates to Amazon to Disney to Google, many places, many companies had to change structure and had to change maybe boss or CEO. And this has taken a toll on the whole Western world. The whole Western market has been shake like it's been hit by some napalm bomb or something like that, or EPM. You don't know, because the stocks, when you look at the stocks, it went up, it went down. Then they inject more money, it went up, and then it went down. And the people who are working in the news and who are working on the stock markets said that they have never seen something like this. So this has been some very serious weeks in the history of mankind, and people has been affected. I feel sorry for the people who has been affected. I feel sorry for the people who don't have money to take the test that costs like $3,000 to just take the test in the USA to see if you're infected or not. Tom Hanks came out, was positive. This other actor from UK, Idris, he too positive. And what's her name? This German model, I forgot her name. I don't have the name. But there are many stars who, from the Hollywood scene, who too got affected by the corona. So I think that this will be something that the world will remember, and I think that the corona is not over yet. I think I think better days will come. I really hope so. I hope so for the people who are living their lives and trying to survive. Like they'll be shutting down schools, they'll be shutting down stations, NBA, soccer, venues. Artists has pulled back their concerts that they had to have, and restaurants been closed, bars has been closed. You can go up, first they said maximum 500 people, and then now they went back to 10 people. In some places they say 5 people. All over the world, almost, the corona has hit 140 countries. So this is very, very serious, and I will be watching, with excitement to see like what will happen more in this corona issue, and how this will affect the stock markets and the people around. Yeah, and you could follow like on TV what is happening. And why I'm choosing these people that I'm choosing is that because they are in the most high positions in their country or in their areas. So these are the people that that really knows what is going on, and these are the people that I look to and see if you can find something that is good, because there's a lot of fake news coming out. People saying stuff about corona, stuff like that. But when you dig deep, you will start to understand that corona is very, very serious, and it has affected many, many people, And I hope that everything will go good for everybody who got affected. The elders who are over 70 and 80, we hope that they are doing well, and we hope that everybody who got affected, wife, politician, or whoever in this world will have a speedy recovery.